Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to just a little to the left. Just a little to the left. We have been having entirely too much fun. Gently batting away the advances of our tiny kitten upon the organization of our puzzle fields, which I'm sure will continue, if not grow, ever more aggressive. I'm looking forward to it. I love an aggressive advance. Now it's sounding weird. I'm sorry, Mr. What was it? Was it Wiggles or Mittens? It was something like that. Mr. Wiggles Mittens. Alright, where were we? I have forgotten how to control my Xbox. I was reaching for the keyboard and mouse. That works under certain circumstances, but not how I have it hooked up at present. It is so nice to see you guys again. Welcome back. That's right, we were on to paint cans. If I can just get all the cables under the desk where they belong, that would be great. So many sharp corners. Alright, what are we looking at here? We have drips. Assuming that the drips might line up in one delicious row all the way down. So it's like that could be a possibility. However, I assume we want all drips to be completed. Looks like we've only got green and red along here. We do have a red one on this can. Let's see if that follows suit all the way down. Again, it seems like these drips just come out of nowhere, and it doesn't make any logical sense, but maybe there's multiple solutions, and those drips are for next time? However, it's also like there's green over there. I wonder if we can get both somehow. Let me just make sure there's not... actually, that's tempting. Okay, show me green. Do we have any longer ones? We do have a red on that side. But again, that would cause a drip to come out of nowhere. Potentially fine, and exactly what I'm looking for. But I'm guessing there's some way all the way down. I like this. That looks good, except for this one. So obviously, that's not correct. Let's assume perhaps we need an orange. A delicious, juicy orange. Because it's like I could believe that maybe these thicker topped leeks are, starting points, effectively. So it's like, that makes sense. But a single thin line, not quite. So that just leaves us with this can. Not quite. No, not you. Oh, I beg of you, go back to your original position. There we go. No, I wasn't done. Take me back. I need to fix it. Ah! Thank you for the generosity, but that hurt my feelings. Alright, so, there's also, like, slanty patterns here. I wonder if this is perhaps a alternate solve. Don't know how much slant we want. But let's go full slant and see what happens. Hi, hello! Or, hello! You have a great urge to kick all of these paint cans over. Be my guest. That would save me a lot of trouble, actually. If you could just go ahead and kick them into oblivion. That'd be great. Wonderful game, by the way. When you pop out of the Imperial sewers. Sorry, I've gotten distracted. It is a pleasure to see you all. Are you the cat? I could be. It's giving those little kitty big city vibes for sure. Meow. I can't wait to play that. I don't have that one yet, but I've seen gameplay footage. What do they call those? Trailers. That's the word. And I would love to be a little kitty in the big city. That sounds like a good time. Alright, let's line these up. That one's a little weird. I'd have to go like here-ish. Which maybe means I don't have this side quite right. It does look like they're both about equidistant, and yet this one seems to line up quite well, and this one is like way off to the side. Maybe I'm seeing things. What do we have for a top option? Actually seems much more likely that that would be the central point, therefore implying that I need these to make any sense of it. Alright, let's try that. Let's go for the beige instead. My mistake. Often go for a sad bit of eggshell white instead of the required beige in my daily life. But that's more of a personal matter, I guess. Scooch it. Scooch it. It's not perfect, but again, you're quite generous. Thank you. Onward. And as the arrow indicates, upward. It thrills you every time. I'm so glad. I doubt that kind of fire can come from any other experience. Very good palate cleanser, before being utterly decimated in Elden Ring over and over and over. It's true. It's true. Alright, so we have like five categories. Do we have 5 colors? Yes? Why is it so hard to count all of a sudden? But I think so. So we could separate by color. Let's try that first. I'm going red up here. Boop. And you there. Join your brethren. We're going black in the middle. The central point. The nexus of all things. I'm gonna put you in the bottom. Not like... Never mind. Somebody called me an emergency room surgeon. Gray down here. That makes sense. I like this one. This looks like the iris of the SG program, and I enjoy that. This, however, looks a little bit like an egg and kind of freaks me out for some reason. I don't know why. It also looks like a pastry. But its egginess is... I'm not sure about that. This one's got ridges. Sorry, I accidentally turned on the vibrating feature of my dining room chair. Halfway through that sentence. It's you again, you egg-shaped son of a... Get out of here. Alright, one other solve. What do we got? Number of buttonholes, perhaps? Perhaps no buttonholes whatsoever, and we'll go in sequence from there. Ridges. That was not the vibrating feature of my chair. What was it? Don't just leave that hanging in the air. What are you implying, young man? Alright, that seems good. Let's do one buttonhole across the way. Actually, it feels like 0 should go in the center, doesn't it? And then like 1, 2, 3, 4. I've already put them all here, but if it's worth doing, damn it, it's worth doing right. 0 in the center. Chevron's locked. General Hammond, where in the hell is my P90? Alright, now we're going one button hole. The less said. The enough said about my one hole, the better. There you are. Sneaky. Alright, 2 holes. I don't trust you. I don't trust you with your diagonal lines and your oblongness. Your oblongness? I'm not wearing a hat, so it was all sort of a moot point. Never been much of a hat person. But now, the older I get, and the thinner my hair becomes, I worry about sun exposure. Being not much of a hat person. And I don't really want to just slather my entire noggin with sunscreen. That seems like a waste. So I'm probably gonna have to find a hat, and I'm not looking forward to it, frankly. If you'll allow me to be perhaps too honest with you. What were we doing? Buttons. Yeah, sorry. I thought this was a psychological appointment for a second, and I was reclined on your leather couch. Here we go. These puzzles are so enjoyable. They get you into sort of a nice zen state where you can focus on all manner of things bubbling within your brain. Alright, so this is like a sequential snap 2. It's always good to know. You're never sure if it's going to be a central point. Maybe just biggest to smallest key first? As a starting point? You jumped the line. Overconfident. Get down there where you belong. Maybe this one. Maybe this one. You there. Thick boy. Doop 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 doop. Alright, 2 more solutions. Number of holes at the top? Perhaps? Do restart it. I've done it again. I always believe that I'll be able to just launch back into maneuvering them. Thick boy! I missed you. 3 holes. 4 holes. 5? Nice. And then the final one, is it something to do with the shapes? I'm not catching a tremendously clear pattern. If this is like 1 and this is 2, say, what would this be? It has two curves, kind of same story here. Is it like the actual, like instead of the number of bends, this is a 4 and this is like a 7? Some of them look like numbers, but others don't. Assuming that's 1, I'm assuming this is 2. That would make this 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There's a bit of a variety at play. Some of them look directly like their numbers, and other ones are like, the 3 with its butt to the mirror. Very risque. But I like it. I like it when you're risque. Okay, bye. I love you. You gotta get back to work. Happy Pride Month. Hell yeah. Sorry you couldn't knock over your paint buckets. I'll just have to knock them over myself. So sorry if I was too distracted there and missed your grand egress. What a grand egress. I'd love to see it. Thank you for stopping by. Good luck with work, and also boo to working on a weekend. Making the world go round with your difficult labors. All right, we have another kind of junk drawer situation, though I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. Well, I do mean that for you, Gold Tooth. You can right off. But the rest of you look like very useful things. I'm thinking like acorn, gold tooth, weird things first. But some of them may fit inside of a bigger box, and therefore be more difficult to place. But I kind of think gold tooth is the only thing that could fit here. I'm not sure about the tiny octagonal... You there, young boy. Out of the corner of my eye. I mean, until we find a better suitor. That makes sense. Gonna put that right in the nipple slot, where it seems to go. So we have like multiples of these. Put these all together. We have two of these, which are a very strange shape. I am noticing the bend in this nail almost has to go there, right? Let's go from bendiest to least bendy and see what happens. Are you more bendy than your brother? I can't tell. I just can't tell anymore. Feels like there should be a lot more of those. Like maybe this one? No, that looks completely different. Am I missing a bunch of little thin boys? Or maybe something else goes in there. These kind of feel like they should fit. I'm not seeing anything else wildly round. And then maybe they hug one another saucily. Give each other a little cuddle. I like it. I kind of want to put this here. If you'd be so kind as to grab onto it. I'm not seeing anything else that necessarily fits that slot. And this could go here, but it seems a little wasteful. Especially once I place it down and it gets even smaller. But it's a good fit. Okay, maybe I'm thinking of this in the wrong way. Now that my eyes glance upon it again, if there are not more thin nails, surely they would fit better here? That makes me happy. Okay. I kind of feel like this has to be here, right? Though again, that leaves a little extra spacage. But it's a good starting point. Do these go vertical or horizontal? If they are horizontal, it must be here. And assuming they might also... Well, all of them are going right to left. I was wondering if it was like the loop screws, for lack of a better word, down here, that they fit in with each other, but just right to left. Okay. You're there. Join your brethren. Join the brethren court. Sisumbaji votes for Sisumbaji. It seems to be the only spot left where these could go. Was hoping to fill in the other big slots. Alright, clearly this one in the middle, if that's the case. If that's the orientation. Good. And have little divots for these, presumably. And these ones do seem to fit in with each other. I like it when they do. Oh, that's a good fit. That makes me all kinds of happy. In an aesthetic sense, I'm kind of wondering if these are just simply stacked in here. Seems to be about just enough room. Perhaps this weird-ass nail. Doop. On the diagonal. And then we've got these. Oh, we are zooming through it. Never has a box of nuts and bolts looked better. The nipple slot, you say? I did indeed say, but now I'm gonna cover it. I'm gonna cover it. No, let that fly free. Be a proud little acorn. You were playing this on console, but you were never able to complete it as the game refused to recognize everything was properly tucked in. The PC was fine, though. It is a little bit finicky when you're doing the old re-entry simulator on your thumbsticks. Please, I beg of you, just let me grab the thing and just let me place it. Alright, these are always a little complicated. Where to begin? Where indeed the hell to begin? Let's try to at least get our view cleared. Put Q-tips off to the right. I'm sorry, small tincture bottle. I didn't mean it. I'm gonna place you gently with your friend. Alright, so we have some little things up here. Do these skincare products stack upon one another and click justly into place? I appreciate that. Am I missing any of them behind my junk? I'm sorry, toothpaste, I didn't mean it. Also, give me this. Oh, somebody's erect. Get down, Flosser. Good boy. Alright, this kind of feels like it should fit here-ish. In terms of just the sheer perfection of it, and then we have it wavy. I don't think I need to, nor can I, spin them around. I like that. Wavy by default. We have a couple of small... Let go, I beg of you. A couple of small gold things. Toothbrush? I wish you were erect, like your sister, Flosser. Your sister was very erect, but you're being naughty. This isn't sounding weird, is it? This is sounding perfectly fine to you guys, right? How big are these bottles compared to this shelf? And then if I can't spin them, you would be the far right? Gross. And you would be the far left. And you'd be kind of boring centrist. Gotcha. Alright, presumably toothbrushes and such go in the jar. Oh, good. I was so worried. Flosser does not go in the jar. I don't know how I feel about, like, toothbrush and hairbrush just touching each other in the jar. I don't like that. So that's probably not a thing. Let's go toothpaste. There we are. Now we're talking. Okay, this, like, I'm assuming we only have room for the red and white objects down here. I kind of want to put this here, but obviously that's too big. And it has to go down with the red and white objects, so these, perhaps, in this shelf, and then we've got the whole top finished. Ready to be cropped. Alright, now we just have... This feels... No, you were perfect. Go back, my love. This feels like where the Q-tips should go, but can I... Aha! Can I slip them in? Nice. I'm being very loose with the placement. The game is doing a lot of work for me right now. And Mr. Lid. Okay. So this seems like it might hug something. What might it hug? It actually looks like hairbrush shape. But that would never be tall enough unless I can perhaps screw cap to screw cap. Alright then, fine. Screw Chris Evans. Hairbrush might also fit in here. This could be a more height-appropriate snuggle spot. No, you go right on through. You've got that no-clip enabled. This is so straight, I feel like it should be... Oh, it's teetering, which gives me anxiety. This is so straight, I feel like it should be on the far side. With Gary Larson. This has kind of got to go there. But does it need, like, a thing to lean against? As it is being quite ornery. That looks like it's snapped in quite well there. So... that also feels like it's snapping. Hairbrush is not snapping, however. Let's save it for last, see if we can find a hole. Now that that's in place, it does in fact work. Flosser goes there, and snap away, me boy! Oh, that's good. That was a good level. I got perhaps a little bit too excited about the organization of it. It's so exciting, wondering what's going to come next every time. This actually, now that we've seen what comes next, this looks like a nightmare. I don't like this one at all. Where to begin? Got some big items. And big long items presumably would need a single nail and then a lot of unused space beneath. So it would be either like that one or this one. It feels like enough space. Let's try saw there. So then what else is super long? Super long and tingly. Maybe there? This one's a little hard to tell, because it could just as easily be like here. It's pretty good, like, flat to flat. I like that. But there's a lot of options. Okay, so long ones, great. What about, like, super short ones? Where something has to fit in between two. It almost seems to be cutting it too close. But I don't know. This seems like it should go there. It seems like a very good height. These are big and chonky and presumably would require two pins to hold them. And I'm guessing we want all of it visible on screen. Maybe here? That looks pretty good. And then something functionally similar above it. Another V shape. Perhaps this? Oh, goodbye forever! Oh, so slippery. I knew I shouldn't have Crisco'd myself. I like that. That's good. That's giving good vibes. Oh, that's a long wrench. No. Maybe? Fell right on my foot. I need to go to hospital. Maybe? I don't really like it. As close to that as it is. That could be, but seems like a bit of a waste of space. What else is long? What else is long as hell? You're very short compared to that big-ass wrench. I mean, it's not a big-ass wrench. Don't get ideas. Okay, there is some some pairing here. I'm trying to see if there are any that kind of... Is there one more wrench? If there's one more wrench, I'm guessing they certainly go there. In like a beautiful waterfall of size. There's so many things falling on my toes right now. This one kind of has to go here, right? Or here? But we want it on screen, so one of these. And then that precludes the broom. Is there another screwdriver? Don't get distracted either, you're still looking for wrench. I mean, technically, but that's not... You're not invited to this particular party, I'm sorry. There's the screwdriver. Not you! Alright, presumably other way round to give more room. Okay, both of you are just being such bad little children right now. You are grounded. Alright, that looks good. And if my wrench theory is correct, boop, 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 boop. Perfectly in line. Wrench theory, though, I'm not seeing a third silver one. And this just ruins the whole thing. This ruins my hole. I kind of like this here. But very temporarily. We'll see what happens. Okay, is there a third one? I'm guessing both hammer and hatchet kind of have to be here-ish. Those are the last two double slots I can really see. We have one up here, but it needs to be something tiny. And I'm not sure what that would be. Then we got weird stuff that's like, how many pegs does this need? How many pegs could it possibly need? Here? Maybe? I don't know about that. That looks pretty snug. Which direction does this hang? That's nice. I don't think that's where it goes. Maybe both of them? Or one of these, one of those? Oh, that looks good. Give me that tape. Yeah, goodbye tape. That's obviously great. What is going on with these wrenches, though? It's kind of got to be one of these, but... That is stumping me. It feels like there's one more in the doot-doot-doot-doot sequence, and I'm not seeing what it would be. It would have to be fairly long, and then line up like all the rest. I don't have something that does that unless whatever I need is in the wrong space now. But it's like this would be too long and would ruin everything. It's a pretty good spot for that. This feels like another one that might need multiple connection points. Huh? Ah, if it does peek up into it, I guess that would solve my conundrum. If it's going peakies. And then what about something like this? For some circle-on-circle action? I actually might cry. I thought I was onto something there, but fine. Maybe here, then? Please love me, Daddy. Oh, thank God. Thank God I've earned my father's love. This kind of has to be up here. Very tight with that hammer. I don't know how I feel about that. But you didn't see anything. Here and here? No. Okay. What's wrong about it. This doesn't seem quite hung. That's really weird how it sits on the nail. It does seem to be about the right size. Hatchet and hammer, like the hammer proximity to that wrench is giving no. It's giving mm-mm. Everything else looks pretty good. I'm not 100% sold on this. Like it could be one slot over, perhaps. But for now it fits. I'm not gonna mess with it. I kinda think this hammer's gotta be... Let's try switching these. Don't know if there's enough room for the hatchet blade amidst the shears. No, that's much worse. Okay. I feel like we're very close, but one thing must be swapped. Like, technically that fits, but it's not great. I can't think of a better place to put that big red one. Those are obviously the correct screwdrivers. I don't quite know what's off. The broom and the wrench. I see. Let's try it. Ah, you're 100% correct. Thank you. And I'm sorry, I made you stew in your desperation. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's perfect. What a beautiful wall we've created. And hi, it's so nice to see you guys there. Sorry I've been locked in on my my organization there. It didn't happen if the hairbrush wasn't snapping. I missed that from the bathroom cabinet. I've been distracted for quite a while. All the slippy holes and ass wrenches, oh my. I'd love a blind reaction to only the stream's audio. We can't do that to people. We can't remove the context of me being a madman and just force people to listen to this audio and all of its psychosexual drama. Alright, what's next? Ooh. Shiny. I like it. I'm gonna shine them up real good. You're gonna be so proud of me. Two more solutions. Is there just a... Oh. When I rub them with my dirty little orphan hands, they get greasier than ever. Okay. One more solution. Assuming it's a, like, cleanest to dirtiest, I can clean them with this. And then, let me just clean them all the way, but not all the way. Leave one a little bit dirty, or else I'm gonna accidentally pass it. Okay, those look good, and then we dirty, dirtier, dirtiest. Nice. Thanks, grubby little orphan hands. I knew my work on the streets of London as a chimney sweep would pay off one of these days. Governor? I'd like to apologize to the fine country of England. Wait, let me do that again. I need to... Oh, this mug isn't very... How am I gonna... I gotta hold the entire rim. Someone's gonna get splashed if I keep doing this. Yeah, there. I'd like to apologize to the fine country of England. There. I've just made it worse. This international incident. Alright, we have 4 boxes. We have what appears to be 4 color groups of items. Let's make this a gray box, since it already has 2 gray items within it. Maybe don't put the sensitive cellular telephone down and then boink, a bowling ball in there, but hey, whatever works. I'll puck you. White box here. Watch your throats. Just like I do every time I'm holding a kitchen knife. Oh shit, I forgot I was streaming. Sorry. You weren't supposed to hear that. We got one lonely flip-flop and its friend, the sneaker. Mr. Sneak. A floppy D. That's what they're called, right? I'm not alone in calling them that. VHS tape. Presumably a copy of the 1995 classic A Kid in King Arthur's Court. And how many more? I was thinking about A Kid in King Arthur's Court, and I did not see how many other solutions there were. Were there other solutions? Let's check. I mean, everyone knows but me, but I'm gonna have to go back to the menu to check. Okay, yes. One other solution. What do we got here? We grouped them by color. What about just category of thing? We have a lot of shoes. We have like electronic items. And then sports and gardening, seemingly. This is so fun. Finding all the different themes at play. There's so many balls in my box right now. Is this a shoe for a very weird foot? I think so. I think this is a shoe. Meant to grab that shuttlecock. I meant to grab the shuttlecock, but my hands were full of all this floppy D. It's perfectly innocent, Your Honor, I swear, in context. No. What am I missing? Is this not so much a shoe as it is a sports item? And a gardening boot? Is the shoe category trying to ruin me? What do I have mislabeled? It's the glove. I'll try ice skate. Feels like it should go with the other shoes. One of these things is not like the other. That seems pretty correct. So it's either just not recognizing something in the box it should be in, or I'm definitely confused. Oh, it's one of those electronic watering cans. I see. What the? Let me look under all of my balls. Let me move my balls around and look under each of them. I mean, this could be a gardening shoe, but we have enough shoes for that to be its own category. I don't know. Do they want a specific box? You think it is the glove? Is it one of those, like, Nintendo Power Gloves? Oh, gardening glove, of course. How foolish of me. Drop the floppy D for the gardening G. I did not expect to be reading that sentence out loud today, and I'm very grateful. Thank you for your assistance. Oh, now you're just being coquettish with all of your shuttlecock talk. That's really fun to say. I want to have a daytime television show called Shuttlecock Talk, but it has nothing to do with sports. It also doesn't have anything to do with what you're thinking. It's a perfectly innocent, family-friendly show with wide appeal for my target demographic, which I guess is like flippin' weirdos. Alright, we have a bunch of boxes. I see, like a finish line? But not necessarily. Star could be the end. So it's like black arrow connects there. Excuse me, gray arrow connects there. If this is one box, then we need the yellow arrow down there. I'm worried though, are these already at the right level horizontally, or do I need to be one up? And I want to slip other boxes beneath these. I guess we won't really know until the arrow pattern leads us that way. So this is going to be a little complicated. I'm going to put you up here so that there will be room. You there. This is the one I need. Where would I put that? You, come here. Come here, I need you. Alright, sit over there. Sit over there with your buddy friend. Alright, and then you can go here, and... Ha-ha! Alright, so that goes there. We have a green arrow. I can't just place these anywhere I'd like, is the main problem. You here, and you here. Alright, now we got green. That goes into the gray arrow, which goes up to a white, which is here. Over to a red, which looks to be a double wide. So it'd go red to this one, white arrow down. This is very complicated. Okay, you here. Then you here. Okay, red to white to empty red, which is this one, up to empty green, to orangish, to the goal. Boop, 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 and then you get back in your position. Oh, you were in the goal box the whole time. Cute. Okay, there's another way to solve it. I just want to live here, making gentle eye contact with Mr. Wiggles, though. Mr. Wiggles Mittens? I don't remember. It was just yesterday. I already don't remember. Hello, hello, hello. Nice to see you. It was Mr. Mittens? Good. I'm glad. No, I'm not going to say what popped into my mind. But now you're going to be curious. I was going to say we should call him Mr. Floppy D, but that's not appropriate. You shouldn't. That's like naming your child something very eccentric. Mr. Floppy D is going to get bullied by all the other neighborhood kittens, and I can't stand for that. If your cat is Mr. Wiggles Mittens, then is your car Mr. Barky von Schnauzer? I would love to own a car named Mr. Barky von Schnauzer. That sounds adorable. It'll be the toast of the town. So, if we ignore the arrows, the only other pattern I'm seeing is potentially these tape lines. But is it creating, like... Foolish of me to ask. I was going to say, is it creating one single, like, line, like a frame? But this is one piece, and it has two separate lines. So is it a frame within a frame? Either way, I'm guessing this one is the lower corner there. But we also have a lower corner within the frame So there's no real telling which one is the exterior layer. These look very close together, and yet these look like very far apart, which is weird. You'd think they would be equidistant, but they're obviously not. So that one is obviously the interior layer with a bit of the outside, which would make... Hold that thought. Should make this the outside. Good. It was centered in the middle. There were 2 empty lines around it, so I'm guessing we have to leave an empty line there, and then it should go to this side. Along the bottom, maybe this one next? Along my sweet, sweet bottom? And these could also be bottom pieces, potentially, but I'm not entirely sure. Let's try to get this one down here. Though I'm not sure where in the hell I'm gonna put this big one in order to make that happen. There's not enough space. So we tried and okay, I can at least put that one in. It seems to line up okay. I need 2, and I don't know how to make that happen, because all of the movable ones I have are too wide. Let me get some of these out here. We obviously need something else connecting these 2. Like perhaps this one? So let me just take this here, put you there, see if this lines up at all. That looks pretty good. So I need one other thing. I kind of feel like it has to be here for the inside track, right? Okay, I got some ground to cover before that's gonna be possible. Both of those big 4x4s seem like they have to go on top. No, one of them has to go on the bottom, and one of them has to go on top. They're probably more or less the central point of things. How do I piece this together? I'd like to put this one here, which is where I think it goes, but I need to get it out of the stack first. It is too wide. I was expecting those to be individual pieces, but they're not. Okay, I need to move you then. I really don't want to lose that yellow arrow, so I'll use the star. You get up here. Then I don't, again, have a place to put a 2x2. Rats! Rats all around the sinking ship. There must be an easy way to do this. I just need to move this one out and put it anywhere. Any old where would do. I gotta put the star here. Put this down. Move you. Alright, that one is fine. I just need to work next to it so we can place a flat side here. And then this one... No, I really need that to be accessible. Okay. Okay. There's probably a much more efficient way of doing this. That is not... That's the one I want to put down here. Right. This is the one I'm trying to move. I got distracted. Okay, put that up there temporarily. Does this fit? I don't really like how that jumps up, but they're not separable, so they are in fact inseparable. So that kind of has to be right. And then I'm back to the conundrum of which one of these bottom corner pieces, checkered flag or this one, are the corner, because I think we're ready for that. It must be checkered flag, in my estimation. So let's try getting this out of the way. That looks good. Now I need to make way for the inside corner. There. I'm not seeing... Maybe it's longer than I think. Yeah, we can't have the corner there. I kind of feel like this has to go right here. And that is complicated. Maybe I should have just started in the far corner and let it unfold naturally, rather than making assumptions. It's a very realistic simulation of trying to load a U-Haul. It really is. Okay, so what my thought is that I need this red arrow down where this orange arrow is. What's the easiest way of making that happen? Both of these are too wide. Literally. Too flippin' wide. So I'm just gonna give myself the space to think over here. Because hopefully if we get the pattern correct, it doesn't really matter if it's centered. Sure, it'll drive me crazy forever, but that's fine. That's fine. No one really expected anything different there. That one, perfect. I think this one goes... this too wide one, I think goes above that next. I need to move these over. So let's just place this here for now. But I also kind of like how that lines up. Yeah, maybe that is correct, actually. And I'm trying to make it taller than I need. Put this up here. You up there. Move that over. Okay, so now I think I need this one in here. Which I would accomplish through the clever means of... That looks good. I just need to get that gray arrow out. Move you up here. And we're out of room. We're out of room for 2x2s. And I need all of this crap to be off of this one in order to maneuver it. Okay. Okay. I just need enough room to get that out. Even temporarily. Let's just move these over. And I can fix it later. Here. This is probably, again, the least efficient way possible of doing this. So... It always gets to this point where I just need a place to put this so I can start moving some other ones. And I don't have it. I just don't have the goods. At least move this one over. If I can temporarily get 2 of those out, it would give me some room to move. But I can't. And I'm never going to, so... Okay, let's do this. Huh? Now we're talking. I need to be able to move that one, and I need to be able to put this on top of it in order to place a 2x. I can do it 1 square at a time? Perhaps. That doesn't look good there. That's the one I thought I needed, but no. Okay. Very foolish. I need to move them back then. And there's nothing for it. That one then definitely goes there. And maybe that one just, we'll keep it there. Don't breathe or think about it. Don't breathe or think about it ever again. Alright, we need a low line. Which I'm not spying with my eyes. What would go there? I think I've completely lost my mind and the plot of this little venture. That looks fine. I do think that is correct there, but I need to have it off in order to put something here, and it's like these seem too close together, these also seem too close together to be that middle section. But I'm not seeing another piece that would make sense. And maybe it's just a thinner middle section than I'm imagining in my mind's eye. Either way, that's definitely not correct. So that's not correct either. It needs to be longer than that. For a second I was like, oh, it kind of works, but no, it doesn't. Alright, move this up. I want to get this one here to see. Nope. Well, we obviously know what we're trying to do. It's the doing it that's causing us such grief. Sus grief. Okay. That one has to be right. Therefore, the line must be here. I'm not seeing anything with the... maybe this one? Maybe that one. Let's try it. It's not long enough. As we established when we tried that one there only moments ago. So is it perhaps like this one here? That could be the case. So we'd need, let's say, this one over. I don't like that. That's not right. Maybe it's the red arrow then. Do it one column at a time. I need to create a flat landing zone. And I've stacked that one right to the max. If I could place these here, it would be fine. But I cannot. It almost feels like we should just restart it at this point. This is a very complicated one with little room to maneuver. We have this frame set. That's good. That's good and fine. I think it might be red arrow directly next. But I won't know until I see it over there. And where in the hell am I supposed to put these in the meantime? Alright, do you fit here? I like it. Let's assume so. Alright, that one can now fit in safely here. Let's move it. Just a matter of keeping an open mind and not freaking out. Okay. I want to put you there. So let's move these guys up. place. I need one place. Move you over. And... There's nowhere to put it. There's nowhere to put it. Those are the ones I need to move. Mm-hmm. You've accomplished nothing. I just want this one. I'm assuming here. But I'm not entirely sure if that's correct. Because I don't think it would fit in there, so it's gotta be there. I just need, like, this one over, which I can accomplish, so that I can place that. But then I don't want that one to be stuck forever. I want to see this one there, but this has to be in a better position than that. So maybe I need to start at the bottom. Start with my bottom. Does this one fit in any of those locations? Not necessarily, but I mean, it's possible. Anything's possible. So I kind of feel like it's got to be this. This down here, which I cannot move. Yes, you go up there. Now get out of the way. Does this fit? I accept. I think that's the right corner. Now, I need to find that connection point. Good, we have our two bottom corners and one top. We're getting there. This should now be able to fit in there. We're so close. And we finally have enough room to breathe. Thank you for bearing with me. It was a small nightmare of organization. Oh, you were still in the gold box. Oh, you're a star. You're a star and I love you. 2 bottoms and 1 top. Busy, busy boy. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Thank you for watching me slowly lose my mind. We got both stars. And now we can never think about this again. There's just enough room to make that happen, but golly, you have to work for it. Alright, why do I have a cleaning rag? I thought those robin's egg speckles were quite intentional. Alright, does it move? My cleaning rag! I was supposed to go in the hamper. Seems like a rough way to reinvigorate your plants, but okay. Gorgeous. No! Mr. Mittens, no! Oh. You've blocked out the sun and killed my plants, despite the fact that you are the sun of my life. You're also my son. My boy. Mr. Mittens, my boy. Chapter 4. The Inner Nature of Mr. Mittens. What kind of brackish liquid be this? Mr. Mittens, you've destroyed my Auntie Janine's favorite lamp vase. It's a vase, but it's also a lamp. You shouldn't put water in it, though that's an electrical hazard. Alright, this looks... boop, right off the bat. Very helpful. Got a little triangle piece. I'm gonna wait on that. How about a thin boy? Anybody got a thin boy for me? I'm looking for a shattered thin boy. It doesn't have to be 6'5". And I couldn't give less of a shit what eye color. Excuse me. Making progress? Good, good. Big piece. Big old piece. No, I'm sorry, I'm shattering it even more than I ever intended. Alright, big old piece has to go in here somewhere. Gotcha. There's no pattern on whatever that top triangle is. Whatever the top triangle be. Am I gonna put any glue on this, or are we just hoping for the best? Because we're just expecting gravity to do it. Alright, I was looking at the chat. Was there seems to be no other solution to that than to put the pieces back together. I think we're good. Mr. Mittens. I am gonna give you so much love. And we'll see if that stops you from acting out. But probably not. It's probably just gonna annoy you into acting out even further. You've left your sodden little paw prints under my newspaper. And apparently I can't wipe if even one corner of the newspaper is in the way. Because of your sodden little paw prints, which go under my rug. And the coffee is apparently not fixable. Oh god, okay, good. Just really had to put some ass into it. Alright, I'm gonna just leave my wet newspaper here for later perusal. And won't that be fun? Reveal! Reveal the under part of the rug. There, you did it. Give me my cleaning rag. Doop doop doop. No, it's not complete until I've put my rug back. I'm going mad. Mad with power. You've slashed my ferns. This isn't a fern, but you've slashed it, Mr. Mittens. Alright, we'll clean what we can. That's what I was trying to do earlier, but it's okay. You can be ornery about it. Just get rid of all the perfectly healthy leaves that once existed. I'm not mad at you, Mr. Mittens. I could never stay mad at you. I'm not even disappointed. It's just... I could be sitting on my ass right now. Instead of this. Goodbye forever. Before I mop that one up, since apparently it will just pass it for me and I'll never be able to return, put that leaf gently back into place, lest I twist its little neck. Now let me put this leaf back into place. I'm trying to poop, Mr. Mittens. Leave me alone. Thank you. You give it back. I'm just gonna do this forever. Just stuck in this dance for all time. What an adorable little game mechanic that is. What am I looking at? It grew right back. Okay, so that one might not be correct. By the by, Peter, it got gobbled up by chat, but there was an earlier query about you being an actor. Was there? And thank you for highlighting it. I totally missed it. Scrolling. Thank you for letting me know. I do see another question. Have you played the Alan Wake games? I feel like that's where I found you from. I'm so glad you found me, and oh my god, yes. I played the 360 version, Alan Wake Remastered, Alan Wake 2, Control, I'm waiting for the Max Payne remakes. I will play it until the day that I die. And thank you for answering for me. American Nightmares, yes. Also on your YouTube it said you're an actor? I mean, that's a generous label. I'm hoping that's the question you meant, and thank you again. I do some acting in a professional capacity. That sounds weird. That sounds weird to say. So yeah, kind of. All right. So if this should be symmetrical, it's like this leaf is missing. Let's see if that one grows back. And then we don't have one there. We don't have one here. There's only a bottom one here. Tee-hee. Peter is an acteur. What do you do exactly? I ask because I want to get into filmmaking. I am currently just on a couple of podcasts, like a couple of things with Fool and Scholar, such as The White Vault, most importantly. No, they're all my favorite children. The White Vault, Dark Dice, Liberty, Tales from the Tower, and Vigilance. I'm on the No Sleep podcast. I do random guest appearances on various other podcasts. So voice actor would be probably a more accurate label than anything. And I was in one movie in 2007 that was never released, and no one will ever see it. And I was only in it for like 3.5 seconds. But God, I was young and smooth. And I had braces, though you would never see such a thing. So it barely counts. Is it because of all of the mysterious murders? Yes. Yes. I guess that's true. You've done voice work for film, too. Yeah, I've been in like 2 movies purely as a voice. Lovely little independent films. What am I still missing here? Sorry, I keep getting distracted. It's done. I keep getting distracted. Good. We're moving on. All right. Color gradient? That seems almost too simple this late in the game. It seems like it's going to be a green to red situation, if I had to guess. Yellow seems to be the central point between the two. Gorgeous. 2 other ways to solve it. Red to green is my best guess. They have all these like little hungry caterpillar bites taken out from them, which is noticeable. I'm not seeing any that necessarily match up. Like those look curious, that there's a way to see straight through to the back. I'm peeking at your back. So let's, I guess, just like sort of lay them over one another. Yeah, maybe. So we'd need one that has no holes on the far side, like this, perhaps, as a starting point, and then find the one that has a hole, I assume on its like left side, that might fit over it. Kind of? Yeah, kind of. Okay, that one is close, but this has like 2. Close. One more. Yeah, I like that. Okay, what do you got? One on the bottom. Only one on the bottom? You need to expand your horizons. I've gone too far. There? Nope. A thicker leaf. There you go. Okay, one on top. That's it. One sort of in the middle. Close. No smoking, though. There you are. A whole bunch of holes. A whole bunch. Gotcha. Just a little one. Looks like this bad boy. Naughty little boy. Alright, I gotta pay attention if there are questions. So glad you're not the only one who thought of the hungry, hungry caterpillar on this level. It's lodged in my childhood memory. For certain. This looks like the one for you. I found your soulmate. And swap. That is cool. I like how that lined up so very much. Okay, so there's still one more way to solve them. It doesn't appear to be a matter of length of leaf. Too many are exactly the same. We already did color gradient. It's not like number of points. There's too many for that to make sense, but is it just general pointiness? Sort of like a shaven pencil puzzle. There's, again, a lot that are pretty much the exact same in that regard. Gonna need to reset it no matter what. I mean, I guess there are, like this one stops here with the points, whereas this one stops here, and this one stops here. So it's like maybe it's how far down the leaf the points go. And is it most to least? Let's check. This is a very smooth. There's only like 3 points on that one. This is pretty low. Pretty. That's kind of gotta be it. I can't think of anything else that's different. Oh, you have so many points. Alright. Doot. Now it's just the ones up top. This one's definitely lower than these. That one's lower than that one. This one might be lower than that one. Yeah, alright. 3 stars. That is, I love that one. Had a little bit of like everything. Every kind of puzzle the game has to offer. What am I looking at? Okay. That looks good. Very simple. And the only solution. Alright. Satisfying as hell, though. Why is it that every time I see gems, I think it's rock candy, and I'm salivating? Okay, there is, like, yellow to yellow. There's a way to do this color-wise. Gray to gray? To red. Red seems like it has to be the end point, perhaps? Okay. 2 other ways to solve it. This one does look like it would fit. Restart me, please. And now I've lost it. This one, I think, looks like it would fit here. So then I'd need like a flat one here. Or a diagonal, I should say. And an even deeper diagonal, unless that's its own end piece. That could work. This could go here. There, now we're talking. Okay, edges to edges. Dust to dust. What the hell is the third one? This one has like 3 facets. It could be number of facets. Is there one with just 4? So let's say 3, and restart. every time. So let's say 3 facets, 4 facets, 5 facets, 8, 6. Nice. Number of facets. And we're done. But I'm still drooling. What's that crunching noise? It's just enamel. It's fine. Okay, this is interesting. Tell me there's a grid to snap to. There is not. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back with you here. Oh, hey. Oh, I didn't see you there. In fact, I still don't see you. I'm so alone. Pardon me. All right, where were we? Yes, it's Santa having just fallen off the ladder, the Rose Suchik. Okay. No idea where to start on this. Especially if there is no snappable grid, which there appears not to be. However, there are like two things which could fit together. These could go like on the outside, like a border, like a nice box. That actually felt like it snapped. But it didn't. It was just in my imagination. It does fit quite well there, though. Ridges to ridges. You weren't here live yesterday, but you also thought it was a blurry, messed up Santa on the stamps. I'm glad I'm not the only one. If you squint, he's got them shiny boots. I can't unsee it. So, I'm trying to piece these together to see if there's a central point. Like, I think there's only one starfish. Let's assume that that's a central point. There's 2 of these. There's only one coral-colored shell. Ooh, and that seemed to... Mr. Mittens! Don't you move my shells. What in the shell? Mr. Mittens? Okay, and then there's only one of these, right? So, like, let's assume that's a center point. Everything else needs to then be symmetrical around it. And let's start with just the biggest piece to get it out of the way. Do we want bottoms facing inward? That's how I like to do it at my personal get-togethers. Bottoms facing inward. So as to explode out in a grand design. Let's do crab claws atop. This would obviously have to go on that side, spiraling outward. Crab claws up here. I don't know if there's a specific way you have to put these, or if you, like, pair them up any old which way, it will assume that they're symmetrical. Get rid of these. I'm gonna put you here, you here. That's good. Let's have those at the bottom. Put these up here. So it's like obviously you need more room for these shells. Let's try something different with this. And put these down here-ish. I don't know why it's sometimes snapping. That's delicious. Good choice. But give it me. Haha. Perfect. I assume you can do that kind of any way you want. And they just decide between each other if they're symmetrical. But that might require further testing. I like it. Butt to butt. You got it. At all of my personal gatherings. At all of the maybe 2 personal gatherings I've had across 30 years of life. Butt to butt has been a consistent rule. This kind of looks like another symmetrical leafing. See if anything grows back. Alright, there's only 2 here. And they're on opposite sides, so this one has to go. This one has to go. This one. It's a lot to keep in your head at one time. I think this one has to go. It's not like it's life or death. But oh my god, I'm treating it like it is. Okay, these 2 seem to be fairly correct. Is there anything I am missing? I don't think so. I think those 2 are fine. So just the outer lines. Both of the top corners have 3 leaves. These ones have 4. There's something unnecessary here. I think it's just the top one. This is probably making my eyes look absolutely insane. As though I'm in a sort of unceasing, waking REM state. I don't think this one is needed. But no, it is there. This one is not. That's what's throwing me off. I worked so hard on those, Mr. Mittens. I do want to check the levels screen again. It's been a while. We probably have a lot to catch up on. And this one looks fascinating. Let's come right back to it. Get caught up on my menu. Alright, we're getting close to the end. There must still be a chapter 5. I would assume. Or maybe chapter 4 is just long. Long as hell. But we are completely caught up. All the ones before this are yellow. Good. Just wanted to check. So what do we have here? I feel like I'm being watched. Do these go in rows? Like there are 3... There's 4, but maybe these are a pair. Because there would be 5 across. That doesn't sound right, so yeah, I'm assuming it's a pair of googlies. Let's do zebra. Maybe each one has like 2 large objects and then a collection of smaller objects. I like it. We have cratered, including what is obviously a golf ball, but that's fine. Let's put this chocolate at the bottom. That was a very heavy chocolate. I don't think you should eat that. I think that would be very difficult to digest. And finally, we've struck solid gold. And that's it. I was kind of expecting to have to do that a couple of other ways. But I don't know what those ways would be, so thank you. We're moving on. By the way, thank you for showing your games library yesterday. You got some good ideas and wish-listed a few things. That's so cool. It's something I've been kind of meaning to do as a what's the word? I didn't want to make a big deal out of it, but I don't think I've ever shown my game library before, and I wanted people to have the opportunity to see games that I have installed that I have not played yet, so that maybe you could suggest what I can play after the Elden Ring DLC, and I thought that was a kind of good way to do it. And 2 birds, my indecision about what to play. This kind of looks like another one of those do-it-yourself symmetry items. So we're looking for single things. I'm looking for single things. I'm out on the town. This looks lonely. Let's hope. Let's hope it's lonely. Gonna put these down here. I'm gonna swap them. I'm gonna swap my cocoa beans. Put that up there. Let's move this out and flank the top with coons. Alright, move these in just a touch. Move this out just a touch. Get rid of this. Alright, what about this? I'm not seeing a pair for it. Swap these so as to be super beautiful. It looks like a good spot for that. Only one of these. Alright, move everything up just a touch. There we go. That half walnut shell also looks like the snout of an adorable little truffle pig, and it makes me happy. Alright, we're gonna fit an eggshell in here. Yep. Put these right next to the flippy thing. The helicopter-y, the flippy thing. These look like they should be switched, but I also kind of want to put these where they are. And then move the acorns down here. So let me do this way. This way. Hops. And deeper into the corner. Just gotta get them to accept one another. Feels like if there is any overlap, they refuse. There. Those are so much fun. I love that it's more or less freestyle. However you want to piece it together seems to be okay. Whirligigs, that's right. That's what we should call them. Have you played that bizarre banana game? Because that looked hilarious. It's like My Name is Pedro or something like that. I played like the first level of it, and I need to get back around to it. And like a wild, bullet time based side-scrolling shooter that I'm probably going to be terrible at, but it did look hilarious, and it was so much fun to play. So yes, I need to get back into it. Collection of rocks. Seems to be only swappable. Alright. They all seem to have like three, the transitional pieces. This looks like it has the most. And therefore is maybe the central piece. Let me try to do this by the way the rock is facing. So orange at the bottom, green at the top. It needs to go through each other, so maybe it has to be in the corners rather than at the top. So let's keep the primary colors in the corners, green to orange, red to black, red to green. There we are. One more way to do it, eh? I'm not sure why this time, finally, every other level I've been confident there's going to be another way to do it, and this time I'm like, no, that's it. That's the only one. Let's move on. What would be the other solution? It's the only one that has all of the colors. I'm not seeing anything else unique about them, other than the fact that they transition between each other. How would I space them in the exact same grid in a way that is different? Huh. Maybe any of them that have... any of them that have orange, any of them that have red. I don't know why that worked. Green on top, black on the bottom, orange on one side, red on one side. I guess that makes sense. So it's the transition between them and then grouped by color category. Either way, the all-color rock, the god of rocks, is the central point. Okay, that leaves me a little confused, but we did it. Ooh, this looks fun. And also very difficult. Very difficult and fun. So I'm looking for like straight corner pieces. So it kind of looks like they might be doing a make your own corner piece. Like maybe this and this or something. We'll find some that go together, I'm sure. That could be a corner. Then it needs to be largely flat on the side, at least somewhere along this. So let's look for any that have like distinct edges. That's not quite flat. And it doesn't look like it can move, so let's leave that out. This one could be a side piece. This one could be a side piece. A side piece? That's kind of skeevy. You should be more honest with your partner, unless you're both into that sort of thing, in which case, that looks good. There's something that just fits right on in there. That looks like the one. This does look like a top. Does it ever? Again, discuss with your partner. You'll figure it out. Just be honest. This could be the top corner directly. Just gonna fit that one snug against it. We got something going up this way. Perfect. Doink. I love stuff like this. Like I used to play with old tangrams and such when I was a kid. And until recently. And this is always satisfying. Mm-hmm. Gorgeous when it's all put together. And the only way to solve that one. Can you imagine having a drawer like that you just pull out of your little jewelry case? Or if they're big-ass crystals, right out of your dresser? I'd love it. What a conversation piece. Sir, that is a lot of side pieces. I know. I'm emotionally manipulative. Okay, is this another symmetry puzzle? In which case, it's going to be much harder to figure out what's unique. That's a pairing. Is there one of these? Yes, this is a pairing. Let's just make that the corner on both. Okay, so those go together. I'm just going to start keeping track by placing them in orderly rows here. Those all go together. Do we have, yes, here and here. This one looks like a pair. This one looks like a pair. Kind of wonder if they're all grouped this time. No, this one is unique, isn't it? That might be the only central point we're gonna get. Okay, let's put that up there. Move this one. There's its buddy going over there. Okay, I think that's all the pairs. Now we just need to find good spots for them. Ding ding dong. No ding ding dong. Closer. Closer, closer, deeper, deeper. Gorgeous. Mr. Mitten's tail. Greedy little cat. Is this a Christmas-themed microscope? Whoa, it's inverted. I hate it. So you have to push, like, up. Up to go down. I don't like it. Okay, this looks similar. But it's not the right size. Ooh, I can change that. Okay. Nope, go back. Go. Oh, God, I don't like the inverted. Okay. It's gonna be fine. We'll get out of this together. Okay. Nailed it. Let's get a good view. What options do we have? None of these look similar. That looks similar. Hey, oh, Give me. Good. Now we just need little knobbies. Anyone out there have some little knobbies for me? I could twizzle and such. I'm in a twizzling mood if you've got the knobbies for it. Is that inappropriate to ask? I found your knobbies. I would still like your consent to twizzle them, but I guess I kinda did it without you. I don't need you anymore. Or your knobbies. What the hell am I talking about? Any time now, you could get on in there. Must just be at not quite the right microscopic level. Aha! Snowflake number 2. Wow, rude. Don't even need me for my knobbies anymore. Fine. I'll just leave then. Okay. If this just controlled in a linear way, there'd be a lot less jerking, I promise. I really need to work on my phrasing. Just sitting here twizzling your knobbies and jerking, and I don't mean to. Unless you're into that, and then it was totally 100% intentional. Wink, wink. There. That took way too long. Alright, this is very similar, but it doesn't quite look like what we need. Maybe just the centerpiece of it. Okay, good. And then we need a Christmas tree topper for the outer rim. I'm just trying to rim your knobbies, is all. If you just hold still and let me rim your knobbies, it would be over a lot quicker. But sadly, the controls are inverted, and it's gonna take me a while to rim your knobbies. I don't know what's not completely PG about that. Yeah, everyone seems to be up in the arms. Oh, thank you. I feel as though I don't deserve a subscription for that vile dialogue coming out of my mouth right now. But thank you for the subscription. That is so kind of you. Just pure sauce today. I'm sorry. I'm saucy. I mean, okay, there should only be like one set left on the board, if I can find it. Here's one piece. Legendary one piece. We just got the inner business. There's a big chunk of it. And its buddy, the spokes. I don't like the way that it moves. I really don't. They could have easily gone with a normal control scheme for this. Maybe this is more scientifically accurate to how I'm gonna go with microfiche reader controls, but I don't like it. Why don't you go microfiche yourself? Whoever invented this inverted scheme. We did it. We got there, and I'd like to apologize for my outburst. This is not optimized for controllers. Alright, what do we got? Some of the Christmas light flies are already stuck. Do we want to go like friends? 1, 2, 3, 4? Get a friend? And you get a friend? I'm sorry, this feels rude. This feels rude as hell. Just mirror image these bad boys until I know what I'm doing. Here? You there. And... Aw. Do you not have a friend? Are you the center point? Boop. Ah, you ate my center point! That was the only light in my life. And this dull web of ours. Chapter 5. Near-Earth Organizer. The Neo, if you will. Thine milkshake brings all the flies to the yard. Thine milkshake may have gone a bit off, if that's the case. I'm laughing so hard I almost lost control of my cup. Straighten? That seems way too simple this late in the game. We haven't had a straightening picture puzzle in ages. Doesn't seem to be any, like, alternate angle for them either this time. Oh, beach ball is rolling and drops here. Can't get it to fall down that hole. Interesting. Okay, coffee mug stops it. If it drops down this hole when it comes back, where does it then go? Up here. Back to beach ball. Okay. Let me try rolling it the other way from the worm. Yep. Whoop. This is so cool. I love it. Alright, let you roll off there. Into the golf tee. Through the hoop. Sploosh. Oh, that's so cute. That might be my new favorite. Though the leaf holes are still hard to beat. That was fantastic. I liked the donut. Okay, we've got a clock. Nothing grabbable around it. Can move the time and therefore the shadow. Just want to line up. That's kind of something. Ooh. Something like that with the leaves. I think we stumbled very luckily into that. I was thinking it was the shadow of the clock itself, but then that happened to be so nearby. But hooray. But hooray. Chess pieces, and the shadows do not match the piece. Oh, but they do go with. I was gonna think, oh, well, let's match, king to king. Then, but the shadows... Ah, shadows move separately. Okay, put you up here. Take your kingly shadow. Swap the old queen and bishop. Call that move the Black Adder. I don't know why. We just do. Gorgeous. I like that one a lot. Ooh, nice. Points of clarity where the lines become real. Okay. I took that one from there. I should be checking nearer to where I'm grabbing the stars. This one was probably supposed to go there, so we grabbed that one from up here-ish. Leave it in the center. What's nearby? Maybe not all the stars are required. Okay. So just look for gaps in the connect the dots and go from there. That looks good. Nice. This is very like crime drama music. I like it. Oh my god. You're never gonna guess what came back in the toxicology report. He was riddled with horse tranquilizers, and he never felt anything while he was having his teeth removed. But Dr. Robert Egress, DDS, doesn't even have a medical license. How would he have gotten his hands on horse tranquilizers? Doot, 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 doot. It's a very boring... I didn't say it was a thrilling crime drama. It's mostly about dentists and horse tranquilizers. Is that Mr. Kitty? Oh, Mr. Kitty needs an ear. Where's your ear, Mr. Kitty? Give me this. There you are. Coochie, coochie, coochie. Gonna give you tummy rubs, even though I know you hate that. Mr. Mittens is worthy of the stars. It's right. Okay. We have a sort of, inception going on. The desktop and the desktop have the same pieces to them. I would assume keys need to go on the thingy. Keys on the thingy, but then they have to be in this corner. I need to move the desktop icons too. Okay, they cannot be separated, therefore gold, then silver. Seems to be correct. Computer would have to be down here. Post-it notes. Let's say those go in this corner. And green. Now I gotta clear all these viruses. Mr. Mittens, you went right to the bad websites. Your insatiable lust for the bad websites. Alright, that seems good. Clock above the computer. The globe is here, and it's... but before I move on to that, does the time need to match? And is the thick hand hours? I'm gonna hope so. And then the globe needs to be like yellow and green. Boop. Alright. Art supplies. I'm guessing in the jar? Because there doesn't seem to be a singular jar item. Let's say those go right where they are. Hourglass is down here. Apple is next to it. Keys, clock. Is that okay? Do I have too many items on the ground? And then flip that? Missing something. Maybe my time isn't right. Swap these bad boys. I feel like it would be there. Leaf is on the other side of the apple. The red, gray, beige paintbrushes, though I did not intend, seem to be in the same order as the easel. I don't think there's another, like a green paintbrush anywhere I can see. So is it just a matter of these not being quite positioned right? Like is the butt, the lower level, too cluttered? Or what else could be different? I don't think I can do anything else with the keys. These are like snapping into place, so that should be fine. And it's not like I can put the post-it notes here. The key handle thingy, the key shelf does not move. So it's like I could maybe swap the globe. No, I can't move these anymore. So that's gotta be about as correct as it can be. Time must be off? Some way, somehow? Doesn't feel like that's really snapping into any specific place. Not well. Okay, you stay over there. Maybe I'm just giving that too much flatness. I definitely can't move these. I see in the chat you can swap the apple and the globe. It doesn't appear so. Weirdly. I don't know what that little, like, finger coming up out of the top of the clock is. If that's something different or not. 10:05 for the time. Am I thinking correctly that that is 10:05? Apple leaf is the right way. Post-its are the right color order. Globe is, as far as I can see, correct. Paint brushes in their appropriate spot. It must be a matter of something being, like, just off. 'Cause it feels like we've got it matched up pretty good. This is one of the few things I can still move, is the icons on the computer. But they are in their real-world positions. Just gonna fiddle the globe a bit. Fiddle the old globe. I feel like we might have this one. Does my cursor need to be on the computer as advertised? Flip it and then, aha! I'm totally on the computer. Weird. I know that there is a hint feature under the thing, but I don't know if it's going to be any more helpful than we've already got to, or if it's just a matter of something being slightly finicky. It all looks fairly correct. This happened to you on one level, it was all correct, but some ephemeral thing was just a wee bit off. It just needed to be a little to the left. I'm going to quickly check if I'm misunderstanding, if my mouse will cooperate. Misunderstanding some fundamental thing. Real quick. And thank you for your patience. I'm sorry to get stuck. Little to the left, I'm gonna say desktop. Desktop level. Yeah. Just get a quick peek here. Appears to be in the correct order. The apple must have a leaf on its left side, hanger must have gold, and then silver. The jar order is red, blue, brown. I mean, like, I totally did that by accident. Maybe let's jiggle the paint brushes. They are in that order, but maybe I'm too confident in my random placement. That's right. You get out, Longbrush. Longbrush Threepwood. Aha! No. The globe must have yellow on the left, green on the right. Sticky notes must be arranged yellow, red, green. That's orange, but sure. Sure. I think it's good. How about we restart and do it all again to see if it slightly changes the parameters? Because I can't think of a single other thing to do. Alright, we'll get all of our icons set up first. That should be right. Apple on the left. That apple is like a little easy to think it's fully on the left when it might not be. If we still have trouble, think about what you're trying to say and stop tripping over your tongue. If we're still having trouble, we should try messing with the leaf. Alright, red, blue, beige. I hope these adjust themselves. You're not going to, are you? You rat bastard. I'm sorry. Sorry I knocked you over. Cutie. Get out of here. Alright. Hit. Whoop. Ha-ha! Alright, so green, orange, and yellow. What a pretentious asshole, I mean. Alright, leaf to the left, 10:05. And flip it. Good. Just retry. I'm kind of guessing it was the apple leaf, because it's like, in three-dimensional space, it's easy for it to look as though it's... You know what I mean by this. Thank you for your patience. So sorry about that. Yeah, it's finicky. Alright, we have different colored matchboxes with the same color of match in each. One per. Oh, now it's yellow. And there is like a central box that did not close during our little magic trick there. I'm so sorry. Give me one more second. Be right back with you. Hello. My, apple ogies. My apple-flavored ogies. I'm back. So, we stuck a match in the box, all of them save for the white box, closed, and the match teleported to the yellow box and became yellow. Let us put it in the white box. going to try putting it in green. And nothing happens. Orange also becomes yellow. What happens if we put it back in yellow? Nothing. Yellow match in the red box becomes orange. Kind of just seems like wherever it ends up is the color it becomes. And we have to collect all 6. Collect the whole set. But are they set paths between the boxes? We have a gray / very light purple. I'm not sure. So if this one, if we put it back in the blue box, does it always go to the gray box? So far, if we put a gray one in the blue box, it becomes red. We need a red. Thank you. I guess they start red, but we do need a red. I didn't even think about that. Must be a freebie. So we still need green, and we need light blue, right? Put it in the green box. Nothing happens. There must be one that leads to green. I don't think we've put a straight red into the yellow. Maybe we did, and it became orange. I'm going to put an orange into the yellow. It becomes red. Red to red. Red to yellow. Now it becomes orange. Yep. So, how do we get it to go to the green box? This one should be gray. If past experience has taught us anything. I can't think. We do need a light blue. Thank you. So the last one we're missing is green. Have we not put one into the orange box? Now it changed. Maybe it is just random which box it appears in. And green is what we need. Oh, I've struck it. I was just about to say, what am I supposed to do with this? Apparently, zip it across the screen. Zip it. You know. That one is fun. I liked that a lot. Like a little magic trick. Candles. Okay. Changes between white and black. Okay. If we do black, it goes down. So white extends the candle in just a slap to the face of physics and entropy. And black makes it go down. I'm assuming we want all of the candles to be the same size. Therefore, let's blacken the longest two, which seem to be roughly at each other's level. And also, let's bring this one down. Let's humble it slightly. It's white now. Humble it slightly. Let's bring this one down. It's a little taller than I wanted, but it's fine. Go about here-ish. Again, a little taller than I would have liked, and these both need just a touch of height. A little shorter than I'm sensing a theme here. Go a little higher than you think it's gonna need. All right, those aren't bad, except for perhaps this third one, which needs so little, so little taken out of it. If I was on a computer with a mouse, this would be a little easier to click, click, click. But we get what we get. Give myself a little breathing room. And those are about as even as I'm gonna make them. Like, yeah, this is a little low. That's pretty even, so I guess even is not what we're going for. Do we want, like, tallest to shortest. Because that's going to be a little bit weird with these ones that are the same size, but probably doable. Let's see how high this can go. I'll put this one as its lowest point, emotionally. Give this one enough time to... I might need it a little taller than that. Because that's like... That might need to be as short as it can be and still follow the order. Let's put this one between the two. It's not quite a straight line, but I'll take it. And then that one just needs to be a little higher. Not much. Doodle-doodle-doodle-doop. Must just need to be... even, more even than I'm making it. I'm pretty much right back to where it was. Rainbow-colored arson, happy Pride Month. Yes, indeed. BK, do crimes. I'm gonna bring this one up a touch. And we're just gonna make it like a nice mellow transition across them all. Not a very harsh angle for any old thing. Give this one a touch more height. That's a pretty good grade on it. Yeah. Ah, there is another way to solve it. Does it have something to do with the candlesticks? Is it like a number of bevels in the stick is an indication of something? I kind of like the idea of making them all the same size, but that's purely because I'm thinking of old, like, Errol Flynn movies, where they take a rapier and swing it through the candelabra, and then they're all so straight. And I want to do that. I want to have the puzzle-solving equivalent of that happen. All over my face. What? So maybe I just wasn't quite straight enough. I've had that problem before. So, again... maybe it just doesn't like them to be at their very lowest. But I'm gonna just try it at its very lowest one more time. I'm gonna bring these down. One's pretty good across. I like what we're working with here. So far, so good. And we just need to bring this one up to match. To match. A little bit more. Stop it. Stop it, you. Nice. Not perfect, but good enough. I'll take it. Thanks, Errol Flynn. You're on the right track with both, but it's fiddly. I'm so glad. Thank you. That was indeed quite fiddly. Alright, we have some sort of gorgeous, like, bedroom dresser top display in the Tuscan countryside. Okay. I can see all the... Well, there's a hamster skull. Where'd that come from? Mr. Wiggles! He was with us the whole time. Okay, I'm guessing we want it to match how it is in the mirror, perhaps? Yeah. I can't see the other half of this. Does it look like that? Is it cut in half? We'll assume so. Alright, candle here. And it is not lit. Glass dish. Such a dish. Such a doll. What a dame. If you'll pardon my French. sprig in the vase. Alright, books kind of all seem to be in one clean line. Stop moving the mirror. Put your books in a clean line. Huh? Huh? Not quite. Not quite there. Okay, it's fine. I'll accept it. Alright, good enough. Oh, thank you for fixing it. I think that's not good enough now that we've paired it together. And then this skull needs to go in the box. It has hinges. There you are. Hinges as though to indicate an opening. Perfect. That was a lovely one. I like that a lot. I love a floating lemon half. It would be nice if their custom cursor didn't block the whole flame, making it significantly harder to get things evened out. It's a little hard to see. Aw, this is a cute lamp. Those birds are in love. Ooh, we have early 80s fax equipment. Ooh, oh, thank you. I thought you were gonna swing back and I was gonna have to, between the two. Okay. Push all the buttons on. How did that activate the fan when there's nothing plugged in? Does it have an early 80s battery pack in it? That's a substantial leap in technology. Okay, red dots to create a heart shape. That's interesting. Maybe these. That would be the center point. This one. This one. Nope, that one was already on. How about... Are we thinking middle or top? I'm kind of thinking top. That appears to be a heart. I think it's symmetrical. I might be missing one. Oh, beautiful. That's nice. I like it. Mr. Mittens broke my lamp to torment me. Alright. Now it's quite dark in here. This is just what Mr. Mittens wants. Oh, hey. Hey, you cutie. Do you want pets? No. Is there a light switch around here? Aww. Cute. Okay, in rhythm? Nice. Oh, I'm sorry, I messed your rhythm up. That's beautiful. So cute. Oh, doing karate kicks? No, you're sleeping. You are sleepy. Now you're doing karate kicks again. I like it. This is such a reward for all your hard work. Kitten poses. Whoa. Get out of here. Shavings. I know what to do with you. Apparently I don't. Okay. I don't know exactly what I did there. But... do I need to, like, finish the pattern? And then everything moves as it's supposed to. Glorious. To make one clean through line. Hold hands. This is mesmerizing. I like it. Squishy. All the way out, eggs. Make room. Make way. Berry time. There's barely time. Pass everything through the eggs. Gotcha. Stacking these cans in multiple dimensions. Nuts and bolts. Get in there. Get in there with your friends. Alright, this one is wrong. And this one is wrong. Perfect. Perfect. It's clamp time. Okay, some of them are together in their clamping. Clamp. Clamp. Alright, you seem off. There you go. Ladybirds. With a specific number of dots. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we... This is so cute. I love it. Aha, we've got shadows again. Alright, so pawns maybe can wait. Knight. Rook. No, you stay. Pawns. I also need to bring them in on the other axis. Alright. Maybe out just a touch. There you go. Bring you in. Bring you in. It feels like you're slowly making everything come alive. Sir, that is a horsey and a castle. What are these weird words? I know, I'm sorry. Alright, we've got plates. Plates of various sizes. Is this the biggest? So big. Slip you right in. Ding ding. Oh, this is gonna be satisfying. I like this already. You, and you. Oh, and it just keeps going. This is my favorite thing. I shouldn't be this excited about it, but I really am. Those all look to be the same size. Ding ding dong. Sorry, I said dong. There you are. You first. Then you. Beautiful. Okay. Now, right between those two. Right between what you did first and then how you screwed it up the second time. Little to the left. Fruits! Well, lemon and cherries, and then other things! Alright, we got 2 tomatoes. I don't think we need crumbs, do we? But not removable? Maybe we do need crumbs. Alright, we have 2 tomatoes, we have 2 asparagus? Asparaguses? They seem to interlock. I'm guessing they kind of have to go in the long one. Best guess. We have carrots, which could go in either of these. Not sure which, but we'll assume down here. Gotcha. Alright, sandwiches top to bottom. Let's assume it goes there. Olives shouldn't need much space. Is there an order to which way the pimento faces? Are we pimento facing? Doesn't really seem to matter. Because 2 of them are the same. That bothers me. But it's fine. I'm over it. Go back to that if it's not solving itself. Tomatoes? Maybe? Cherries, lemon, and sandwich crumbs? 'Cause you're a messy boy. Go get yourself a cloth napkin, you messy boy. Lovely. Pimentos, though. You couldn't have just flipped the image slightly? Alright, I'm guessing this lid? How dare you assume? Oh god, my feelings are hurt. This one isn't right. Now I'm having a haunting nightmare of Tupperware because I couldn't find the correct lid. What do we got? Like gray, red, yellow? Can I grab these? So I need like a gray one of a certain size. You there, young boy! No, get back! Get back there, young boy! Oh, I'm filled with shame. I'm filled with so much shame about it. Gotcha. Then it was like red? Red next? Oh, it's giving me ones. Well, that's ruined the color scheme, hasn't it? That doesn't seem right. Seems as though I've made an oopsie-daisy. I try to put in a full line of red to see if it fixes it. Maybe just a single one high. I don't know if there's a specific order to this, because otherwise why would they have placed a yellow and gray in the same line? You're never going to give me another single layer opportunity, are you? It's only doubles and triples from here on out? There we go. You there. And you there. Alright, now I need yellow. But you're once again going to decide for me? Alright. I'll just assume that's going to happen every time. Stop getting my hopes up. Alright, another gray. Or a bunch of yellows, apparently. Sure. Ooh, that's like a 3 long. There's the one I need. But I made it too high. I thought that was only a double, but I was mistaken. That'll do it. Decided for me again. Therefore, I'm going to put red. I said I'm going to put red. That'll do me. That'll do me right proper. Alright, what do you got? Yellow at the top? I don't know if there's any real order to this. They're just kind of throwing it at me. But Kitty is getting ever higher, and I guess that's the only real goal here. Alright, so I just need doubles. Doubles in gray. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to assume that I will get doubles in gray. I don't know if there's some sort of time limit to this, but Kitty seems happy for now. Does not seem like the best plan. I should probably just be stacking singles and make do. But it'll come. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. My patience was rewarded. Alright, we just need one yellow. Boop. So many grays. Why? Why so many? Let's hope they give me a double wide single layer. There you are. How high are you trying to get, Kitty? I feel like our Tupperware budget is a bit over for this month. I needed that one. Thank you. Thanks much. Alright, now I just need a single red. Single yellow. Whoop. 3 tall. I'm gonna shortcut it a touch. Let's be bad. Let's be bad and shortcut it a touch. Just need a 2 tall. That's a 3. There's a 2. So much gray. That's too big. You're what I need. Okay, there's another one. Whew. I got scared. Alright, so I need a single level 2 wide. Or 2 single squares, which were right there, but I'll be patient. There. Nope, that's 3. I'm gonna have nightmares about this Tupperware. Ooh, last possible second. I feel like there's obviously some better way to do this. Now, any of those would have been fine if you'd stopped being indecisive. Alright, that's too tall. That's still too tall. There you are. We're up in, like, the stars now, Kitty. How... Are you leaving me? Are you leaving planet Earth forever? I mean, you're an independent, beautiful person, and you can do what you want. I'm just worried about oxygen, really. To the moon! Oh. That's cute. Sproing. Sproing. I love it. His people need him. Kitty got storage needs. She certainly did. My goodness. The amount of pimento stuffed olives you could have fit in that tower. This is that dream you have the night after you reorganize your pantry and closet. You certainly become obsessed. And that seems to be it. What a fun time that was. So many different and unique ideas, so much variety in the puzzles. I really liked those free-form symmetry puzzles towards the end. Those were nice. And like soothing, kind of makes you feel artistic, though I did none of the work. I did not create any of those pine cones my own self. But I arranged them in a way that probably a lot of other people did too, and that makes me happy. What a treat. What a treat this was. And my cursor is now Mr. Mittens. I'm Mr. Mittens. I was messing my own shit up the entire time. Oh, and the credits. Chaos. Yes. That's fantastic. You are now the whacker. I believe there are little daily challenges to do as well. Ooh, that's cool. Drag the cursor by the names. Yes. I love it. Oh, are these development pets? Hi, Zoe. Dakota. What are you snarling at? Shh, Lola's sleeping. Meg is just so picturesque. Frodo. I can't carry the ring, but I can carry Argo. What a treat this was. Thank you for your time, and thank you for bearing with me through some of the either nitpicky or puzzles I was just not intelligent enough for. I really appreciate it. Goose and Taco. Look at that. Couple of troublemakers. This was such a lovely, calming palate cleanser before we get our ass handed to us. In the lands between... Is that what they're called in Elden Ring? I can never remember what they're calling it between the 6 or so games now. But I want to say lands between. Which I can't wait for. I'm going to be rusty. Rusty as all hell. I'm going to be like one of the main characters of True Detective Season 1 as all hell. Zoe, again? You've changed. It can't possibly be that they named two distinct pets the same thing. It's gotta be that Zoe got plastic surgery to alter her appearance for some sort of corporate espionage scheme. Balthazar. I love seeing development pets. This is so cute. Oh, he doesn't look salty. He looks sweet. Bilbo, collecting the whole set. Is there an old gaffer somewhere? That was lovely. I hope that the rest... Ooh. The no squint hint. Complete the game without taking any hints. Thank you. You flatter me. I took some hints, though. I just didn't use your in-game system for it, so I've cheesed the hell out of that achievement, but hooray! I'll add it to my gamer score. I will see you guys later. Thank you again for all of your kindness. Thank you for hanging out with me on this most blessed of days. I hope that the rest of it is a huge success, and that you get something delicious in your mouth and tum-tums. I will see you for a bit of death next time around, should we all survive the coming work week. Much sleeves getting caught on the desk handles, and much love to you. Bye for a bit. Well, that's not how I end the stream anymore. Now that I've done an over-exaggerated wink. Bye for a bit.